Huge waste of your time, Aru. Testing, 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 testing. Twitter, 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 tweet, 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 Twitter, Twitter, Instagram, Instagram. Hey, your top fan Bertie B is here. God bless. God bless you all. Welcome to the chat. You are the early birds. As they say, early birds get worms. I don't know how that happens. Probably because you're too eager. People who are too eager often get rashes. Happy Valentine's Day from Willie. Willie sent me some kind of animated emoji. Thank you, Danielle W. And I think it's important to send the people you love animated emojis at this time of year to show them that you're able to click a mouse or maybe a trackpad. It doesn't even matter. We're all the same. We're all equal in God's eyes. Thank you, Delta Bullet Chowl. Sorry if I say your name's wrong. I don't really care. Let me just check to see if I'm on the white Wi-Fi. I'm not on the right Wi-Fi. It's going to take a couple of minutes before I'm back, but I tell you, I'm only doing this. Plebs, we're live. Nice to see you back. Sorry about that. Sometimes I'm on the wrong Wi-Fi, and I have to change it, and it goes black. But don't worry, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm not being censored. I'm simply changing my Wi-Fi because I got a Wi-Fi booster because I don't want to lag when I'm telling you all about myself. I want to spread my ego and my narcissism across the internet, and I don't want that to be, hampered in any way. I like that word, hampered. It's like you've just been brutally beaten up at a picnic. He was fucking hampered, mate. Yeah. Family of 6 fucking hampered him. Scotch egg right up his ass. I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave that bit and we're going to move on to some questions. A question here from Ellie Shambles. How was your weekend? More importantly, how was your weekend? You anonymous swarm of text. My weekend was fine. It was normal. It was a weekend. It was the end of the week. Nothing happened. Nothing sexual. I've got no YouTube drama. God, thank you, coffee. But Ellie, my weekend was fine. Tell me a little bit about your weekend. Another little happy Valentine's Day emoji there from Bertie B. It seems that this year YouNow have given us a kind of... it's almost a swirl, a kind of series of swirls. There we go, a swirl, a couple of dashes, which is probably some evil ritualistic logo, and a couple of hearts. Thank you, YouNow. And I do appreciate getting those. I really do, because obviously, because I am the way I am, I haven't got a valent date, per se. I appreciate the emojis, especially because they're animated, because I get a lot of these like emojis, but it's nice to get the animated one because it kind of fills my heart with validation that what I'm doing with my life, I'm not winning. Even if deep down I know I am, it helps to build and fortify the lie. And there it is again. God bless you. I'm not going to talk about how a complete rip-off. Thank you, Zamara. And that it's form of mind control. We'll leave that for another day. Thank you, Tyler Richardson. I'll stick to the programming day. Thank you for leaving. asked about my want it too. Says most likely, statistically, 18-year-old girl from Plymouth. And if I was to continue this conversation offline, I would be swiftly and rightly arrested. But I know where your heart is. Another Valentine's emoji. Let's just be lovers, not me and Bertie B. That's not what I mean. I'm talking about let's make this YouNow show about love. Yeah, because there's a lot of violence and politics, in the news. A lot of murder and people having, great injustice. Oh, thank you, Gitty Gitty, for 50 bars. Great injustice in the world. And I feel like let's put that to one side for one day. I mean, we put it to one side all the time, but I mean, let's give it an extra shove to the side, really ignore it, and surround ourselves with Valentine's logos, hearts, kisses, chocolates. Yeah, I mean, it's not even Valentine's Day, and I'm really getting into it, aren't I? Thank you, Match. Another Valentine's emoji there. Another one from the same person. And I'm going to say that obviously I do appreciate getting them, but sending 2 or more it's desperate, isn't it? It's a little bit desperate to be noticed, which is not very sexually appealing. Not that I'm trying to be, I want you to be sexually appealing to me, because like I said, statistically, a lot of you are young. Thank you, Bertie B. If you are going to send me a Valentine's emoji, please send me your date of birth at the same time so I know whether to accept it or not. In my cold hard soul. I just popped to say you're lame, says Tyler Richardson. Tyler, thank you for that. That's really ruined the rhythm of the show. God bless you. Pick a YouTube channel to delete forever, says Spatulas in Space. Intriguing. I've not been asked this one, though. This I like. I'm going to take it as, Spatula, you are saying if I could get rid of one YouTube channel because of my taste. My taste does not appreciate its content, and it will be gone swiftly. What would I pick? Shit. My mind is instantly drawn to WatchMojo.com, one of the channels that creates an endless top 10 list machine, creating video after video of top 10s. Everybody clicking on them, everybody curious. We all love lists, we all love things to be sorted out. And I tell you, my main hatred of the top 10 videos is there is a trick. There is a well-known trick to doing a successful online top 10, and that's to make the top 3 wrong, if you know what I mean. So say they're doing top 10 movies, number 1 will be something that's not too wrong, but not right. We all know the number 1 movie is either Empire Strikes Back, The Godfather, or Shawshank. I'm not saying they're mine, that's just the consensus, isn't it? They're the best films. So what Watch Mojo does is it makes the number 1 film, something not wrong, but something not right. Like, for example, off the top of my head, I'm thinking they make the number 1 film Mad Max. Do you know what I mean? And what happens is a bunch of film nerds get all antsy, and they reply in a comment saying, this is wrong, this is stupid. And they may even share the video to their friends saying, look how ridiculous this top 10 list is. And before you know it, it's watched by millions of people. And once it's got millions of views, loads of people who wouldn't even originally watch the video end up watching it because it must be a good top 10 because it's got 13 million views. Thank you, Sticky Pigtails. My friend told me yesterday, oh, it's gone. Sorry, if you give me a long message in the chat box, it goes so quickly. Not as quickly as some of the bigger YouTubers, most of it. I have got time to read most of that. I think I just choose not to. Maybe I'm dyslexic. pick a YouTube channel to delete. So I'd delete Watch Mojo because I don't like the idea of the being a group of people getting extremely rich from how stupid audiences are online. I think you should have respect for your audience. I think you should treat them as you would house guests. Thank you, Fandom 2022, for 50 times likes. Could have been 100, but, you know, I'm eating a lemon and I love it. You see, a lot of the time, you'd think I would treat my audience with a lack of respect because they're stupid. But I know Bertie B. I know Bertie B she's just a quirky girl. Thank you, Felicia Yu. She's just quirky. She's having a laugh. She's a bit rando. Yeah. Rando Carl Rizian. Lando. And I'm reading this. I'm eating a lemon and I love it. And I get what she's saying. I don't think she's an idiot. It's brave of her to leave a message. You know, there's a lot of people watching, and if it was something stupid, I'd call her out on it, Bertie B. And I'd say, Bertie B, you stupid, you know. But I don't, because I don't believe that. I think Bertie B, she's got an avatar there of her hugging what I can only assume is some kind of big Shrek at some kind of theme park. I bet you love going to theme parks. Disney, Universal, I bet you love that. The fucking Harry Potter experience. Yes, please. I had for a train once for 4 hours at King's Cross. At King's Cross, I sat there, watched fucking pleb after pleb after pleb take pictures by platform 9 3/4, the Harry Potter experience. And it's not even a fucking platform anymore because they refurbished the whole place. It's literally just a wall besides Waitrose with a fake trolley stuck to it so it looks like it's halfway in. And some Harry Potter worker people, some Harry Potter staff, they put a scarf on you and you get to choose what house you are. Of course you get to choose, because that's important, isn't it? What house you are. Because we all know what house we are, aren't we? We've all done the online tests. We all think about it. And you get a photo and he takes your scarf and he flicks it up and you do a little jump, and then when you get your photo back, it looks like you're going through the platform. You idiot. I watched this for 4 hours. The queue never got smaller. They must have seen 1,000 idiots that day. You have such a calming voice, says Panda Child. Valentine's Spies, you have a date, says John M. Well, we're talking about this, weren't we? Valentine's Spies sketch that Tom Scar did, and I got a little bit freaked out, a little bit paranoid. I don't know whether that's because of the drugs or the coffee, but I don't remember ever doing it. But of course, it was actually just an old sketch that he'd filmed possibly a year and a half ago. But if you want to check that out, put Valentine's Spies into your Google box, put it into your search, man. Says Tyler Richardson. I live because I have a deep connection to the cosmic universe. I chose this form. I am the universe expressing its own perception, and I chose this form as a vehicle for pleasure. I do not sit and wait for your messages, Tyler Richardson. God, my Mac's making a funny noise. Can you hear that shit? I remember last week having a really good YouNow show. I got excited, and this thing's balanced on a bed, and it hit the floor in that really horrible, just on a corner type of way. And now it's making some weird noises, and I'm not looking forward to the day I turn this on and it just stops. Because knowing me, I'll be looking at porn at the same time, and then I'll have to take it into Apple and say, can you fix this without looking at the screen? Please fix this, but for an extra £10, I'm going to make an Apple challenge. Please fix my computer while I cover your eyes. What you're talking about, mate? I'm just gonna cover your eyes. It's a challenge. It's for YouTube. It's the can you fix my laptop without looking at the screen challenge. I don't look at porn. It creates a false, heightened, wrong perception of sexual relationships, and it's not, and it's porn. It started out with a Chris, says Damron Callis. I like that, Damron Callis. I like that a lot. It started with a Chris. If I was going to do a Valentine's YouTube video, which I won't because I've lost all self-confidence when it comes to YouTube, I would do a YouTube video and I'd start with that. I'd start with, it started with a Chris, a Valentine's special. I remember when I did a Valentine's date video. Do you remember that? That was a good time to be creative. How does your fringe go perfectly left and right? I believe it's within my bisexual nature. You see, I am utter balance. My star sign is Libra. I'm both a good guy and a bit of a prick. And as you can see, my fringe goes both ways, creating, you see this, I don't know if this is my good side or my evil side. I'm a bit of an edgelord, look. I will make love to you, and then I will leave you. And then the other way. Oh, that's not, no, this is the evil side now. I'm gonna make love to you, and then sing a song. I'm gonna make love to you, and then go on X Factor and become a boy band pop star. Do I look like My Chemical Romance? Do I look cool? I look emotional, like feelings. How did it end up like this, asked Simon Callis, my friend? I don't know how it ended up like this. You'd have to ask God at the end. Mate, I'm 24, says Bertie B. Then we can have a sexual relationship. I think that's allowed. The age gap being a few years. As long as I have a Valentine, really important for the rest of the year. I'm not really bothered at all. It's for this, what I like call a social test, social screening, if you will. You know, to make sure that everybody is on track to be obsessed with being in relationships every year on February 14th. Thank you, Caitlin. On February 14th, the governments make sure that we're all thinking at least about dating or being with people, because that we can't. Thank you, Sporking Lewis. I can see, because I'm having a bit of a rant about YouTube, that that you guys seem to be appreciating it, so I will carry on, although it's a bit weird, because you can't all be real people. This is where you see how everyone's bringing in 1,000 bars, but this never happens. I think it's a virus. Valentine's Day is a form of mind control, because everybody is now under the impression that not having a Valentine, not having a relationship is a bad thing, but it's not really important about the day, Bertie B, thank you. I know you're real. Valentine's Day, it's to make sure that people are thinking, oh yeah, why am I so? Am I a bad person because my Valentine is a lesbian? I'm not a girl, says striking people. If you need help, send the red off. Thank you, Kitten Cat. Whoa! Whoa, shit. Do you want me to get Dana? Bertie B, let's not turn to a disgusting thing, Bertie. I'm not arranging fan sexual liaisons, okay? I'm not Pepper. I just thought of the worst YouTube chat. Yeah. Let's do a collab. Yeah, we don't need a camera. Well, there's a camera here, but you can't see it. I sound like Austin Powers. How do you cure writer's block, says Sierra rambles a lot. There's no such thing as writer's block. That's why so many people suffer from it. Oh, is this really delayed? Is it really delayed? What's happening? Let me just check my internet. I like to do a sway to see if how's give a mark out of 10 on how laggy tonight's show is. It's quite choppy, someone says. Well, my mum is downstairs on the internet. She's not doing anything dirty. She's trying to find a new sofa. I'm getting a lot of 7s, so that does actually help me. I think I'm a 7, you know, attractive-wise. You see, that's the thing with the internet. I don't really know if the internet's slow on my side or your side, but we shall continue. We'll fight through the storm. You okay? Chris says, hey, it's Dana. I'm glad you care about me, but you kind of care about me in every show, which kind of makes me feel a bit like you don't care at all. And I don't appreciate it. I don't like it. Guess what my icon is, says Evan James. It appears to be a close-up of your skin. A microscopic close-up of your skin complexion. I can't tell. Am I correct? Send me 1,000 gold bars if I'm correct. Check if you're using the right Wi-Fi, says Bertie. My booster. But let me the plebs, I call them, although everybody seems to have died. No, we're going again. Why am I freezing? Am I? Give me quite a fun game, a really good kind of look at the broadband speeds of the nation, and it does fascinate me. You see, we're getting a 10 from Jack. 10 says I'm going extremely smoothly. The Wi-Fi is okay, but not as good as it usually is. That's irritating. I mean, I don't know what to do about that. Ellie Shambles has tipped 100 bars because she's drunk again. Evan James, it's intestinal tissue, but close enough, says Evan James. God bless you for spicing things up a little bit in tonight's show. Send here trying to be a new show, a whole new to the Fine Bros. Conscious until you're so sick of it, you don't know what's good or bad anymore. Did you see Dan's newest tweet? I didn't, Ellen. What's it about? Okay, I love you were telling me my internet's freezy. But I can't do anything about it, my darlings. I'm so but when you've got shit internet we can do, I want you all to think deeply inside your mind. Strong internet, because you know it's all powered by our minds. And I think we can get through it. Chris, just read it. Okay. What's Dan's latest tweet? Let's read it out loud. I hope it's not about me, else I'm going to get really embarrassed. Although I don't think it will be about me. Just filmed a video for Amazing Phil, and I'm now wet with sticky hands, and his bedroom is a disaster. I swear, landlord, we aren't filming porn. And that's a tweet from 2 hours ago. And I'm going to have to think about that for a minute before I reply. Just filmed a video for Amazing Phil. And now wet with sticky hands. And his bedroom is a disaster. I swear, landlord, we aren't filming porn. Let's break this down. I know a lot of you here are fans, spelt PH, which is ludicrous. But you guys like it. Let's break this down. Now, obviously, Dan has a very specific style of tweet in which he does not use grammar or capital letters. I think he believes it's edgy, but it's actually rather adorable. It's almost as if he can't use grammar because he's a little bit silly and a little bit stupid, and maybe might need my help when filling in forms, which I like. Just filmed a video for @AmazingPhil. Now, if we break just that point down, I find it odd that he says just filmed a video for, not with, for, because they like to keep the brands separate. @AmazingPhil, not Phil, not his friend Phil, not his housemate Phil, but he just filmed a video for @AmazingPhil. And now I'm wet with sticky hands. So I'm guessing it's some kind of challenge video involving cream, and not the sex cream, not boy cream, I mean cream, or gummy bears, or a hot knife, a hot knifing, and his bedroom is a disaster. I swear, landlord, we aren't filming porn. I don't know what porn Dan watches, but I've never seen porn that has ended with the actors being wet with sticky hands and bedrooms being a disaster. Okay, that to me sounds like mad ape porn, the kind of porn apes would make if they were so inclined. Bored of their captivity, they instead turn to the art of porn. It's Dan, what do you expect, says Emma. I expect more. Is that wrong of me? I'm only joking. Let's move on, for fuck's sake, says Yulia. I agree. Let's move on from all this talk of Dan and Phil and Dan. You know, I think you guys think about them too much. Stop idolizing them. And stop idolizing me, although maybe idolize me equally, you know, just as much as Dan and Phil, and then stop idolizing all of us. It's not healthy for you guys. It makes you into monsters. Live Lava Lives content is still great. Fire emoji. Mitchell, as you all know, is a close friend of mine, and he is very similar to me in his YouTube life. His content, thank you, the Nina Hood. His content is still good. It's still strong. It's still true to himself. But he is a bit like me and is struggling with the concept of what YouTube is now. It's a beast. It's a monster. It's some kind of cosmic nightmare. And we all have to work around it. And people like me and Mitchell, who maybe made... Oh, Valentine's? It's Valentine's. Never forget. Never forget. Who maybe made a career on YouTube of being the outsider, have now painted themselves into a corner in which the outsider no longer works unless the outsider is popular. My God. But the fascinating thing with YouTube is it never stops evolving. I used to say to myself that a lot of the YouTubers at the moment are going through a bit of an existential crisis because I'm back, apparently. We have a certain pattern that if I say anything about Donald Trump or Alfie Days, I am censored by YouNow. I find it... I mean, obviously I know it's just a Wi-Fi glitch, but for the love of God, I can't help feeling that it's actually just because I'm being censored. I love that feeling. I want to try it out. I want to keep trying it out. Let's say something really controversial and see if it blacks out. Because I know I'm trending. I'm at the top of whatever this YouNow thing is. If I was to say something a little bit, you know, a little bit saucy, I think it would go black screen. Something about Trump, I don't think that counts. Because a lot of the world don't really appreciate Trump. I don't think I would be censored for talking about Trump. Let's try my impression. It was great. It was huge. We're going to build a website where you can go online and show your tits. No sense. And they've sent me a message right now. Tell them to come in YouTube on YouNow. Let me just get the correct hair for creepy. Oh no, that's sexy. I want creepy. Hello. If you are one of the 169 people on YouTube, okay. I've been told by YouNow, fight you. To come and interact with me on YouNow. Not YouTube. Ditch that dead site. It's just hot knives now. Come and interact with me on YouNow. Come on YouNow. What were we talking about? Censorship. Censorship. Do you like space? Your face, huh? Thank you for 1,000. Thank you for that jar, that dollar. It means a lot to me. Although I've never really been able to work out what 1,000 bars, 100 bars, 10 bars, what it equates to in actual currency. Thank you, Tori Downey. Chris, were you affected by the YouTube glitch? I wish, Megan H, I wish. Because I believe it affected only those that had a large amount of subscribers. I don't actually know how many subscribers I have. I think I used to check my subscribers every day. I used to know if it had gone up by 1 or 2. And I'm not saying this in an arrogant way. Maybe I am. Who knows? But I honestly never really know how many I have. I know it's roughly 700,000. Thank you, Luke H, for filling me in. But I mean, it's, yeah, like, my cousin knows more because he's actually into YouTube. He told me by the fucking number. But I can honestly say it becomes something that no longer has meaning if you don't feel like you're doing good work. Do you know what I mean? It's no longer a badge of validation if you yourself do not appreciate the work that you're doing. So I don't really look at my subscriber count. I'd even go as far as to say it's painful. It's painful to see such a large number for multiple reasons. One being that it's not actually the right number. If I was to have everybody who's not that bothered about me get deleted from that subscriber count, I'd honestly think I'd go back down to 100,000. But on the other side as well, even 100,000 is too much for somebody who isn't doing a lot of work right now, who is spending a lot of time walking in forests, knowing deep down that that's only causing a kind of thought loop pattern, which is just as irresponsible of a waste of life than it would be making bad YouTube videos. Do you know what I mean, Jill J? Jill J. Jill J. Do you know what I mean, Jill J? I'll support you through anything, says Nicole Sunicorn. I hope you're on the jury then, because I've done some real bad shit. I have to wonder, 700,000 subscribers, what could I get away with and still retain some YouTube fame? Obviously, a lot of YouTubers do something bad and they're annihilated, but they're left with a little bit. They're left with a little, kind of a little bit of, I don't know what this is. But I often think that to myself, what if at 700,000 subscribers, I know I can't kill a man. You can be the president. You can be the prime minister. You can be an MP and you can kill someone and get away with it. And if you're a celebrity, you can do a bit of coke. I can hardly get away with this before you guys have a go at me. Could I push over Nikki and Sammy and get away with it? If I was filmed in a Snapchat pushing over Nikki and Sammy, actually no, not pushing over Nikki and Sammy, tying one up and pushing the other one and saying, look, that looks like you being pushed over. Are you freaked out now? Who are Nikki and Sammy? Shut the fuck up. That was an overreaction. Definitely. And I understand that. I also, I do suffer from a kind of forgetfulness that this is live. Sometimes I find myself reaching down and making notes, edit that, let's not use that bit, and forgetting that this is so live. Oh my God, is that vanilla Coke? Megan H, you have got the eyes of... Thank you, Tori Downey. You spot, sir, or madam, statistically speaking, madam, it is vanilla. Only available in America, or Morrisons or Sainsbury's now. It's junk, but that vanilla twist me push past the fact that I know it's a poison. The vanilla helps. You left, Chris, says Jen Cole 76. I don't know what you mean there, Jen Cole, about my dignity. I know it's not at its peak. It hasn't been for a few years now, but I'm working on getting it back. I think a couple collabs with Joe Sugg and thanks, but no, you're starting to be a bit creepy. A couple of collabs with Marcus. I think I'll be back on. Sticks, I am. I don't believe so. If I was talking about the Queen, I would be fully erect. I mean, by that I mean standing up, and I would be saluting, for that is the only way one is allowed to talk about the Queen. Stop bugging, rat. Sorry about my internet today, but I can only apologise so much before I start to feel weak. Thank you, the Vix. Our universe might be in a dead star, says an aggressive cat. If you ever watch a cat sat there, all introverted and deep in thought, you can imagine, can't you, that you'd have an aggressive cat in your house, and the only thing going around in its mind would be our universe might be in a dead star before it licks its own arsehole. Our universe might be in a dead star. Sounds plausible. With that, reality, if you'd serotonin, I thank you. If you'd like to alter a brand new concept of reality, it's a little bit of a big one. So sorry if I during the most important parts. I believe it happens every night when you go asleep. When you sleep, you accompany your conscious body, but not just your conscious body, your entire conscious reality, and you are left in some kind of netherworld. In order to get back to your body, your mind uses the your electric chemistry of your brain, the electrons within your brain, to the universe every time you wake up. Therefore, it is possible to shift into different realities, better dimensions, if you change the chemistry and the neural pattern of your brain. For example, if you wanted to be more confident, simply think that you are really confident all day. And this isn't to bullshit yourself. When you go to sleep and your mind and your conscious entity, self-awareness, self are separated, upon returning when you wake, it won't find the original you, it will find a different you in a different universe in which you're just slightly more confident. Do you know what I mean? I'm scared to go to the dentist, says Sophie H. Well, okay, obviously my existential talk is not sticking with people. Hamilton track. I shall move on. Tomorrow is a different... This, Chris, I'm going to a different universe in which I get laid a hell of a lot more than I do in this one. Trigger me. I got my wisdom teeth out the other day. That'll explain your spelling. God bless me for being so curious. But it didn't spell exactly correctly. I don't. You're still the says Bertie B. I know for a fact that you left that message on a Marcus Butler live stream. I took a shot. You know what you lazy? You like to tell me I've got great hair, I look really nice, and I'm so funny, and then you tell the exact shit to Al. Bertie B says, nah. Well, I'm saying, ja. Ja, bitte, mein Konfaziten darben nicht. I should warn you, I'm a bit tired today. I was worried about this live show. Tired. A lot of stuff today. It makes you a bit drunk. How are your fans, Tiramisu? I don't call my fans anything, and I don't call them fans. I've decided from now on, I'm going to refer to the people who support me on YouTube, Twitter, and all these social media distractions. I'm going to start calling you all guests. You are my guests. So right now, I have 296, could be more, 296 guests. When I make a YouTube video, I make it for my guests, the guests to my channel. Not fans, not followers, but guests. Although you guys like to call yourself crabs, or crab sluts, which I do not appreciate. Bit gay, says someone. I don't think it's gay. I can wipe myself on your guest towel. I can see I've been met with ridicule, which I don't appreciate. But of course, if you are guests, it's a different relationship than just being some kind of blank idol. Who is your business email contact, says John M. John, I do not have a business email contact. Not anymore. I do not do business with businesses. I know you're censoring me, says Chubba Woodbutt. I know you're censoring me. I don't censor anyone. Okay, you can say whatever you want. Go nuts. Because like I always say, okay, everybody has a right to say whatever you want. God bless you all. Say whatever you want, even the dumb shit. Say whatever you want. However, there is another right that we have as human beings, and that is to not listen. Do you know what I mean? And a lot of people are forgetting that rule. When I hear somebody saying something disgusting or racist or horrible on the internet, I don't react to it. I do what's best. I don't listen. We wouldn't have all the problems we have right now, politically, all over the internet, if we simply didn't listen to what we believe stupid people are saying. They can say it. No one should be censored on Twitter. No one should be censored in comedy. No one should be censored at all. But what you must do is choose who you want to listen to. So next time you see somebody say something outrageous, say to yourself, and this is all inner monologue, you don't have to tweet it. Tweeting is not what I mean. Say in yourself, say inside your mind, I don't like what that person's saying. I'm going to ignore that. And you move on. The mute button on Twitter is a beautiful thing, says Emma Victoria. I don't believe in the mute button. I believe you should be your own mute button. The problem is with mute is you can mute as many people as you like, but you're still going to see them. You can't control it. I'd much prefer just to train inside my own mind. And I mean, to be honest, I'm sure you guys don't have it as much as me, but I look at a lot of comments all day, YouTube videos, Twitter, all this on the side of the screen, and I'm really good at being able to make such a really quick, like, electric, response. When I see something I don't want to read, I'm able to pick out some key words, faggot, or gay, or shit. I'm able to just pick out those words, and just let my mind go, ignored. Not in any kind of defensive way. I'm not trying to be, I'm not defending myself. I'm not, I'm actually able to process it in a way which means my brain does not need that current information. Do you know what I mean? Are you secretly a censor bot? I didn't even know that was a real thing. Gay means happy. No, it doesn't. It's quite a old piece of information, an old factoid that gay means happy, and it may well have done one time, but thank you, Hayley. I guarantee that in the current society we live in, it does not mean happy. I have never, in my days, met anyone that has said, God, I feel gay today. Oh, I love this show. It makes me feel so gay. Do you know what I mean? It's not used that way anymore. You should watch Cosmos on Netflix. Let me have a look, and because it already sounds like my cup of tea, Angry Cat. I didn't think I would ever be saying that in my life, but here I am taking recommendations from fucking cats. I think the next step is to be some kind of cat lady and just get it done with. Oh, I know what to say. A space-time odyssey. Ooh. I think I've said it going now. Yeah, I'll give that a watch. I think it's already on my my watch list. Netflix. Can I ask a quick question to any of you who are frequent Netflix users? Is anybody else excruciatingly annoyed that they have started putting copyright-free music over footage of the show that you're currently looking at? So, for example, you want to see some of the clips from a Stranger Things or some show, and it used to just show you the clips because obviously they can't get the copyright for all the music. And what they've done now is they have this kind of horrible fucking music library where they've gone, okay, Alan Partridge is quirky, so let's get the quirky song and put that on it. Mighty Boosh is a little bit silly, okay, let's get the silly song and put the silly song on it. This film is scary. Ooh, let's get a scary song. It's so fucking atrocious. Thank you. I was waiting for somebody to agree with me. If I say something, can you guys agree quicker, please? For God's sake. But on that note, I think it's time to wrap it up. Crabstickz is now 96 on Top Broadcasters. I used to get a lot more than that. Used to get to at least 43. Not anymore. It seems I've fallen into the same pattern that I do with every social network. I'm popular. I'm relevant. I'm exciting. And then people get bored. People move on. Boys left. Taking Netflix record. I'm a cat. But God bless you all for staying. Because you are the cream to my cheese. You are the wank to my sock. I would be irrelevant. Only important to my who are shit. Fellow YouNow partner Yared Horgan is here, everybody. I always find it a little bit awkward when you go on YouNow. Thank you, Matthew the Penguin, because as soon as you turn on YouNow, you get automatically sent to somebody who's trending. And that person can see that you're... I do it all the time. I want to watch some YouNow. YouNow, please change this. Sometimes I want to, you know, express myself on YouNow and show off. And sometimes I want to create shadows and watch people from afar, judgmentally. But thank you for your Netflix recommendations, Kitty. Paid, says John M. How much scratch are we talking, John? Because I am a recluse, trapped inside an attic of... I do not move for much. I've been offered Hollywood. I've been offered BBC shows, but I have refused. For fear I will have watch Call the Midwife on Netflix. How dare you, Bertie B? I'm not some middle-aged mum of 3 trying to relax after a busy day of screeching. Enough to make it worth your while, says John M. How much are we talking, John M? Let's do business. You don't know what my while is worth. I have a very expensive Coke habit. This is vanilla Coke. Do you know what I mean? This isn't cheap. You have to get this from specialist shops. Man, oh man, I'm addicted to that shit. Hello, hope you're doing okay, says Lucy Johnson. More importantly, how are you doing? And don't you dare put a kiss at the end of these comments. That is inappropriate. You invaded my safe space. Hi, Chris. It's been a while, says Isa sincerely. Yes, it has. You have been gone a while. I don't really like it when my regulars are gone for a while. Thank you, Isa sincerely. Because some of my regulars, I hear, they watch every single show and they don't appear for a while, and I get a little bit paranoid that they might be watching some of the other boys on this platform, which I would not appreciate at all. Dana sucks, says Bertie B. Let's keep the drama to yourselves, because I don't really care. Do you have a Valentine, says Happy Lily says. I don't, and I will be doing a YouNow show talking about it for what will be the longest hour of my life. And her boyfriend and my sisters will no doubt be wooing their boyfriends, and I'll be upstairs talking to myself. Talking to every cat, talking to Dana, talking to Bert. Because my... Because of the glitch, it looks like my hand's just... We'll move on, you know. I'm fine. Crabstickz 89 on broadcasters. My life's looking up. Things are going better. Stick with it. Stick with it. Stick with it, and it gets better. Broccoli says it gets, but no, I don't have a time, and I wouldn't anyway. I've been busy, pointless blogs. What I do. I can see from your Don't Cry Craft. I must do at least 1,500 up to more, depending. I take that as how a cuffling more. Completely stout for a second there, as the Vic Star. You might see a doctor about that. I can't help you through the webcams. I am very good, thank you, says Lucy Johnson. Kiss. Arrested. You've just been arrested. You are banned from this YouNow chat. I will not have such blatant sexual attack. You're the only one I watch YouNow. I love you, says Isa sincerely. Okay, I guess sincere is a get it. Okay, I believe in you. How do you as Megan H? Here's the trick. The thing is, Megan H, that it's genuinely a trick. A lot of other YouTubers are going to fill you full of platitudes, stuff that you can stitch on a pillow, you know, live every day like it's your last and all this bullshit. Here's the trick. As human beings, we have a very, very simple brain indicated. In order to get confidence, the strange thing is, act confident. And I know bullshit, and it's hard to keep up if you're not very confident. But simply pretend to be confident. Now you can do this in front of a mirror. You can do this in bed to yourself in your head. Imagine being confident in confident situations. The mind is made up of the and the subconscious. The conscious, which I can never really say properly, of everything, takes everything as real and is very logical, whereas your subconscious is basically a very, very beautiful dickhead. It's an idiot. Now, if your conscious mind is full all day with confidence, even though you're faking it and you know it, your subconscious will start taking that on. Now, it may take 3 months of your life, but it's worth it, because what happens is subconscious and thinks you're more confident. Subconscious, which creates your thoughts, it will actually start spitting out confidence rather than lack of confidence. Snore. Sophie F says snore. I am giving you truth. You see, the companies that sell self-help books, they want you to think that it's some kind of really complicated thing. Literally, just fake it, and before long, your mind thinks it's true. I mean, it's the same for anything. You drive a car, you're a bit shit at it, you get better, and before long, it's second nature to you. And it's the same with confidence. Confidence is just a skill, like driving a car. It's not a talent, it's not a special gift. Anyone can be confident. Just trick your mind into thinking it's the new norm. Chris, will you give us a quick guided meditation? No. Point in a way that's true, because I am still a journey of self-discovery myself, and I wouldn't want to pull. I learn wrong. You seem extra happy today. I love it, says Isis sincerely. 75. You see, you're sending me positivity, and now I'm 75 on top broadcasters. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. We need like songs. I wish I had like, you know how radio DJs have like what do they call them, like radio jingles? It says something, I'm like, that's the comment of the day. That would be great, wouldn't it? If jingles and shit. Send that to death. I will make us sick of it. Radio jingles and outtakes. Hello, what have we got here? What is that? Radio jingles. probably not going to enjoy me. It says Isa sincerely. That is kind of true. Fake it until you make it. The problem is with a lot of sayings. Ooh, that sounds copyright free. It's not what I mean. I mean, what would you call them? Radio soundbite? As they do songs. But what I'm saying, the whole fake it till you make it thing, popular sayings have a level of truth in them. But the issue is used so much. I've been replaced with a new Chris Kendall that is a little bit more, a little bit happier. The old has been to life. Please says, hey, it's Dana. Although I wish I was Symes. Imagine people putting coins in your slot, and then you get to sing a song. That's true freedom. True spiritual freedom would, to me, would be ending my life. Well, not naturally, and then my consciousness would just be put into a jukebox, and I'd become a jukebox for the rest of my life. Thanks, Bertie B. My lemon is awesome, says Bertie B, who is now my number one fan. I was about to say, stupid thing to say, but now that you're my number one fan, I'm going to say, that's awesome. Well done, Bertie B. That lemon must be great. God bless you. I love you. I really appreciate you. Would you ever have a kid? Says Spatulas in Space. It depends, how I'm doing financially, how you're doing financially, and if we can make it work, then let's think about it. We're all going to die. Who cares? Says Danielle W. Never be too sure on what happens after you die. I've heard we just shift into a different dimension. Bye, Chris. Have a good day, says Sarah Lisa L. You have a good day, although you've probably already gone, so this is mute. But you have a good day, Sarah. I'm just going to go to bed, so I think you're a bit too early for that. You must be Australian or something. If I'm your guest, then where's my free food? Says Felicia Yu. It's not food of the mouth, but food of the brain. Brain food. Brain crisps. That's what I offer, 71 top broadcaster. You're listening to the number one 70... You're listening to the 71st best broadcaster in England, currently broadcasting between the hours of 8 and 9. You're listening to and watching the Crabstickz Show. If I'm your guest, then where's my free food? Crisps. Get a soundboard, mate. That's what they're called, Crust Sponge. God bless you. It's better than Google, you guys, isn't it? It's like I could Google it, but it would take ages. Whereas you guys, I could ask you anything. What should I do about the ration between my legs? And you'd be able to tell me instantly. Let's have a look. Celebrity soundboards? Funny sounds? I bet they're funny. I'm just going to try one more, see if that's... That one was called Fart Squeezes Knees. This one's called Common Fart. I suppose that was quite common. I have heard that a few times. This one's called Silly Farts. That was so stupid. That is so stupid. Laughter. This could be when I tell a joke, and I could press this button to kind of simulate what you guys may be doing at home, so that I don't feel so pointless and useless as a performer. So when I said my joke earlier, it would have gone... You see, well, in the box, or I'm laughing. This is what I hear. Actually, it's probably more like this one. I'm sorry, but the analytics and the statistics in my YouNow, statistically speaking, when you guys laugh, it's probably more. It's adorable laugh, isn't it? It makes me want to have a baby. Just hearing that made me want to have child. And I think it is time now. I think I'm about to turn 17. And I need to find, and it needs to be another YouTuber. It needs to be female, because I want the baby to be, born. And I don't know who to choose. I don't know who to ask, because I'm not bothered about going out with people. I just need to approach another YouTube female and simply ask, do you want to have a baby? Because I think it would be a very good YouTube series, not quite clickbait, but close to clickbait, in which I could make a lot of money, and all I've got to do is knock someone up. But it has to be a girl YouTuber with at least, let's say, 500,000, and that way I can get the hell out of here. Pingers, pew pew, pew pew. Okay, chipmunks. Sick villain. This is but I think it's time to end the show. Ladies and gentlemen, the end of the show is nigh. There's 200 of you in here, you mad bastards. God bless you for I'm going to finish off by quickly asking the premium messages money for that shit. I'm now 66 on broadcasters, and as I my words in pure tiredness, I think I should I'm 66th broadcaster in Britain right now. I shall leave while I'm peaking. Get a soundboard, mate. I think I'm going to experiment with a soundboard, and then tomorrow, when I'm dead sad, I can just use like a sad, tattoo on my butt, says Kate. Please don't ask me those things. It puts me in a very awkward situation in which I am picturing your bum. What did you get up to this weekend, Meg? I'm wrapping up the show, and although I'm saying that as if there's not enough time to tell you, I woke up, I ate, and I went back to sleep. Bertie B, you should really come and me. I don't know if it's some kind of sexual fetish thing. I will not be involved. You appreciate me? Question mark. Follow me on Twitter. I don't follow fans. No, sorry, I don't follow guests on Twitter. I feel it's inappropriate. I am, a 48-year-old man. I shouldn't be following young girls on the internet. To you, she's obviously showing there a little bit of a dark side. Mitchell Davis has just joined. He's always watching and he's always listening, even though he's joined just as I'm leaving. You can't leave, Mitchell. Just arrive, says Chubba. Can, baby. I can feel it. I think we are so closely combined in mind that I can feel that as I leave, he knew it, and he's coming on now to take all of you guys under his mama bear wings. But if they did, Mitchell would watch him. Watch him. He's basically me, but has an American accent. Thank you. Will you be my Valentine Tory down? Vastly inappropriate. Out, said Lucy Johnston. It's not just when I go out, it's when I go out. Fucking vodka, mate. I have to go soon. See you tomorrow, says Isa sincerely, almost as if we're having some kind of private conversation here. By the way, Isa, everyone can see what you're typing in there. And that's the final one. Thank you. God bless you. It's time to read out the top bastard live. Being so beautiful people. These people truly are amazing. My number 8, I've not seen this face before. It's G91. He seems to be some kind of penguin. And I know for a fact penguins enjoy YouNow during the cold Antarctic nights. Serotonin Intoxication, my number 9 fan. Thank you for being number 9, and I'm sorry about your username. Hayley Waring is my number 8 fan. Thank you, Hayley. My number 7 fan is Gizzy is a loser. Gizzy is a loser, and unfortunately, I'm free. My number 6 fan is Matthew the Penguin, another penguin enjoying my YouNow's currently a little bit concerned. Hey, it's Dana, my number 5 fan. Thank you, Dana. You're always here, Dana. What's wrong with you? Or what's right with you, actually, is closer to what I should be saying. Thank you for the Valentine's, Lucy Johnston, you crazy hobo. Tori Downey is my number 4 fan. Thank you. Thank you. It's all I can say. I'm so tired. Number 3 fan is Megan Hughes. She's always here. Number 2, Isa Sincerely. And number 1 is always Bertie B. Come for you guys, guests, by the way, guests to me, okay? You are guests. I'm putting on a show. You are my guests. I do not want fans. I'm not idol. I do not want followers. I am not a god. I want guests. So and to have them. Don't pretend to be offline and I missed your YouNow show yesterday because I was on a date. No, you weren't. We're having the date. We're having a date. Again, this is the kind of stuff that will not go down well in court. But I'm brave. Drew is sharing. Go watch.